Latest DC news from James Gunn. Creature Commandos releases December 5th, which I think we already knew. It's an appetizer to start the DCU and has lots of references and Easter eggs, which is exciting, which we kind of figured that was going to happen. This is interesting because this says he. It's not he. He is not shooting Peacemaker. He's directing, I think, 2, maybe 3 episodes. There's other directors shooting Peacemaker. He's involved. He's a producer. He helped write it, but he is not filming Peacemaker. Keep that in mind. Season 2 is currently being shot, and Superman is epic and the true start of the DCU. And I wanted to bring this up because there is some confusion on what is the true start of the DCU. What is the true start of the DCU, people? What is going on? If you have Creature Commandos coming out in December, and that's part of the DCU, is that not the true start of the DCU? Or is it Superman in July 11th or on July 11th of 2025? What is going on? And didn't he say Blue Beetle was part of the DCU? There's a lot of confusion. And I will be the first to admit that James Gunn sometimes has to back off a little bit. Just like, come on, dude. Like, Superman's the start. That should have been what it was from the very beginning. Just say Superman is the start. Creature Commandos comes out after it, whatever. But it's not. They wanted to have Creature Commandos come out, and that's fine. Creature Commandos, it's not expected to do gangbusters. I mean, it's going to do like Harley Quinn type of numbers, if that. I don't think they're expecting anything else. I think, like he says, I think this is a great way to put it. It's a appetizer of sorts for the DCU. Yes, it is the start of the DCU. It is kind of a start. It's an entry point to this world. It's an entry point to this universe, which is fine. It's fun and exciting. Why not? Let's get into it, right? But I think overall, I think what you want to take away from this is Superman is the full start. This is the mass entry into the DCU. This is where everybody, the general audience, the mass audience, everybody is going to enter into the DCU. Because let's face it, Creature Commandos isn't for everybody. My mom's not going to watch Creature Commandos. My mom will watch Superman. I can tell you that. She's interested in seeing that. My kids, I mean, depending on how R-rated the Creature Commandos is, they may watch Creature Commandos, but they're definitely going to want to see Superman. You see, that's the difference there. So I think that's how people need to kind of, just step back a little bit and realize, okay, the DCU, it's ramping up. It's starting to get started. Everything's getting to be a little fun. But what about Peacemaker season 2? Because if that's filming now and it's a television show, couldn't that come out before Superman in July? Well, absolutely, it could, but according to James Gunn, it's not. It's not. He was asked, in what year will we finally receive season 2 of Peacemaker? And James Gunn confirmed, because this was kind of already known, but he confirms that it will be in 2025 after Superman. So my guess, it'll probably be Superman in July, and Peacemaker will probably drop August, September, maybe November at the very latest, October, somewhere around there. I can't imagine it being too close to the holidays, but also not too close to Superman. So a nice little soft spot in there somewhere, I'm sure, is where that'll come out. But we're starting to get information about the DCU. That is what the exciting information is with this. And to even get just a little bit more excited, just a tad bit more excited about the DCU, this over the last week, we got with Millie Alcock attending the 6th day of the 2024 U.S. Open in New York City. And it's the tennis open, that is. I don't know who Will McDonald is, but very interesting to see Millie Alcock with the blonde hair. Now, Supergirl is not due to start filming until the end of this year, early January. The fact that she's sporting this hair in September, late August, September, well, what does that make you think? What does that make you believe? Think about it. Sure, she could be doing costume fittings and so on, but they wouldn't have to dye her hair right now. That's not something that you have to do right now. No. My guess, and this is a guess, all right? This is just me theorizing here, but follow me here. Follow me on this ride. She shot at least a scene for Superman. That makes the most sense. We also know that she was cast months and months and months ago for a reason. Months and months and months ago. There was a reason why she was cast as early as she was. Her hair's blonde now. That's not her. That you can tell it's dyed blonde. That is not her natural hair color. We all know that. I would probably go to say 85 to 90% sure that she shot a scene for Superman. It just makes the most sense. I mean, again, we're in September right now. They're not shooting until January. Could they start early? Absolutely. Maybe they're finding, hey, we can ramp up and get this started sooner. That could be the case, maybe. Or maybe they felt like, hey, we can shoot a couple scenes for Supergirl during the production of Superman to save some money or to save some time. That could have been a possibility. But honestly, why cast her as early as they did if not to have her in the Superman movie and have her hair blonde? And it just makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. But let me know your thoughts. I want to know your thoughts about all this crazy DCU news, which is really exciting. I mean, again, it's all ramping up. It's all starting. I've been saying for months, for weeks and months, that as the year starts to move forward towards the end of 2024, that is when things are going to ramp up. We're going to start hearing more, seeing more information is going to come out. There's going to be a time when James Gunn can't keep everything so close to the chest anymore because there's just going to be so many people involved, so many productions going. He's not going to be able to keep things as close to the chest as he was able to with Superman. And as that happens, more information is going to get out. Things like this are going to happen. Millie Alcock is going to be out in the open with her blonde hair. People are going to see it. Things like this are going to happen. And that's what's exciting. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe, all that jazz, because why the heck not support my channel? Support the channel.